Well, hi, welcome back to Glitter 50. Ignore the dog noises that you're going to hear below me. They'll settle down in a few minutes. However, I couldn't resist this one. I've never gotten anything from this particular company before or brand. And they put this out as a April Fool's joke. And people were like, no, you need to come out with the actual palette because we love that palette. And so they did. And it's called Tones of Turd. And I don't know if you can see, you can see them. There's little turds all over this. Now, all of the shadows have interesting names. So I'm going to read them to you. Ghost wipe. When you wipe and there's nothing there, a true miracle. Baby poop. That mustardy mess you never forget even if you try. Runny honey. Suspiciously liquid, definitely not honey. Number 2, the classic, the reason we're all here. Log jam. A blockage of epic proportion. Call in the plunger. Bowel babe. She's regular, hydrated, and thriving. Sweet relief. That euphoric post-poop glow. Dump and dazzle. A glamorous release followed by a sparkle in your eye. Triple flush. Because once just wasn't enough. Turtle heading. You know the feeling, it's peaking. Plugged up. When things are stuck, help. Corny surprise. You didn't eat corn, but there it is. Crop dust. A silent killer. Flee the scene. Potty mouth. Not safe for polite company. And skid mark. The haunting evidence left behind. Hilarious. Now, you could get this same exact palette. Open. But if you don't want to do the comedic, that's the word I'm looking for. Tons of turd. There you can see the little turds better. If you don't want to do, if this is not your vibe, you can get the exact same color story, only it's called Grounded from Glamatrix. They understood the assignment where they had some people that loved the poop story, and there are some people that loved the color story but didn't want the poop theme. They didn't want to put poop on their eyes. And I found this very, very interesting. Now it looks like, one of them fell. It looks like there's a whole lot of whites. Now, I have that there. See, looks like there's a whole lot of whites, right? But this covers those. There we go. These are the colors. And I love these colors. I really want to use this one today. This one is the corny surprise. No surprise at that one. Dump and dazzle is this one. Triple flush is this one. Turtle heading is this one, which again is very pretty. And then plugged up is actually a dual chrome. So it's that burgundy color, but it's also a brown green color. It's so pretty. So this is the palette we're going to use today because I couldn't resist. I'm one of those weird people, and I just could not resist this palette. I've been trying really hard not to buy a whole lot of makeup this year. I've tried and failed. I still have not used my Glam Light Edward or Jacob palettes. They, to me, are more fall palettes, which we're in August now, which technically is still summer. However, a lot of people are going back to school, and so they're saying it's fall. A lot of people, August 1st, they put up their fall decorations just because they're excited. They love fall. Fall is their favorite time of year. They love that season. I know there's a YouTuber that I watch, and the second it is August 1st, she's already changing her background, her theming, her everything to go to fall decorations and fall everything. So, all of that. Actually, I'm going to use this one. This one is from Bling Brushes. I don't even know if they're still a company anymore. I have no idea. This is an E3 from their Rose Gold collection. I think they're still around. I just don't see anybody talking about them anymore. And because of the look that I want to do, I'm going to go into Ghost White first. Ghost Wipe. There we go. Not white, but again, if you hear the dogs, it's because they are what they are. They're dogs, and they want to be in here with me. They have to be in here with me because my husband is still sleeping, and they hear me up, and so they want to be with me. I have a mirror right here. That's why I'm kind of looking this direction. So they have to be somewhere. I had 3 other videos that I had done, and they all disappeared. So that's why you haven't seen me, because those videos disappeared. I'm going to go into Runny Honey, this one. I have to be careful. I'm going to use the same brush because I only used the white on it. But look at that color. So pretty. And I'm just going to go all over here. But things have happened over the summer. So our daughter from Idaho was supposed to come and visit. But all last year she worked as a sub para in a school district in Idaho. And it wasn't the best situation because she's a single mom of 2 girls. And so she had to not only take the money that she had, but she also had to save money so that she could pay the bills through the summer, because she doesn't get paid through the summer as a substitute. So there was a time that she was supposed to be here, and she had car issues. So she couldn't come for the 4th of July, which, okay, she couldn't come for the 4th of July. Then she got hired at a school district for the upcoming school year, which in Idaho starts on August 18th. And on the 6th of August, she had to go in and do paperwork to get all of her hire stuff done so that she could get paid and stuff, which she was supposed to come here on the 5th. So it just didn't work out that she could come. Now I'm going to take goodness gracious. I have no idea what kind of brush this is, but is it smaller? It's not really smaller. So I'll grab the smaller one. But I still don't know what brand that is. Is it Moda? I think it's a Moda brush. But I couldn't tell you a Max 420 maybe? Okay. So I'm going to use this. It's a smaller, denser version of brushes like this. And I'm going to go into Sweet Release. I'm wearing a green shirt today, so that's the kind of vibe I'm going for. Tap it off. So I ended up going to Idaho because back in April, we lost our dog, Juice. He just couldn't walk anymore, so we ended up releasing him to go over the Rainbow Bridge. And we only had Juice because he was our daughter's dog, and she could not keep him in her apartment. So we ended up taking him in because our dogs loved him, and I didn't want him to go to anybody outside of our family. You know, once you have a family member, they're yours, that type thing. So we ended up bringing him in, and so we had him cremated, and I had them here, and I thought, well, I need to bring him over to them. I had lots of things. I had our granddaughter's birthday presents, and I wanted to be able to give them to her. She turned 14 on the 17th of July, and we weren't able to be there. So I was like, well, I want to have her presents. So I drove over there, and I brought our newest dog, Leia, with me, which was fun. She was a great rider. She loved riding in the car. They have calmed down. But she loved riding in the car. Absolutely loved it. Which I was very thankful for, because Grogu, our other French bulldog, is not a good rider. He does not take well to getting in the car. He throws up while we're driving in the car. I'm just trying to get it to look more even, and I have this spot on the bottom of my eye right here. It's not the shadow, it's me. My eyes water, and it gets on the base, and then my eyes won't take shadow there. So as much as I want it to, it's not going to blend the way I want it to on this eye because of the water, which I try. I do everything I can to make sure that my eyes are not watery, to make sure that everything is taken care of, but you know, You just deal with it. Frenchies. So this is the way the eyes are looking right now. I'm going to have to show you, but I have rearranged all of my makeup again. I had all of my palettes in 3 drawers underneath my table, my desk. And I found that I was really only reaching into the top drawer to get whatever color I wanted. And I have so many other palettes, but when you can't see them, you don't use them. This is from Gourmand Girls. This is a $10 tube of glitter glue, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I always get too much out, but I ended up, because I had seen a review from another person, I knew that this was going to be good. I ended up buying 2 at one time. So I have a backup. I don't want to use everything. Hold, please. Sorry. Leia was chewing on the doorstop, so I had to stop her from doing that. Okay. Moment of truth. We're going to go into Corny Surprise. That color. And yep. Absolutely. Normally I would put like 4 or 5 different shades, but it has all the colors that I want in one. And it's so pretty. I know. Corny surprise. But it works so nice. And it's so glittery and so pretty. And I'm in love. Now, like I said, remember, you can get this color story without all the poop. It's called Grounded by Gourmand Girls. I'm just going to take a little bit of Honey Bunny, or Runny Honey, sorry. And I'm going to blend it over the top and down the side, just to get it to blend the way I want it to. Oh my goodness, look at that color though. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. I'm going to dust that off. And I'm trying to go back into Ghost Wipe, which is that white color. Hopefully this will work the way I want it to. And brighten up that inner just a smidge again. There you go. And blend it out. Oh my gosh. I love this color story. Poop green, poop brown, favorites. So when they came out with a poop story, I was like, sign me up. Say no more, or say less. So, I mean, it's the same phrase, just a little bit different. Alrighty, I'm going to go do my base and I'll be back. Okay, so I put down my primer, but I wanted to show you something. So I used what is left of my Pretty Fresh hyaluronic, hydrating hyaluronic acid primer. Now, I can't pump it anymore. It just, oh, well, it takes it a bit to get it out. Too much primer now, but anyway, so I have to take it out and like wipe it on my face. So packaging, not very fond of. I got the new peptide niacinamide set it up primer from ColourPop, and I like this kind of a tube better. Are they different as far as primers go? Yeah, I like the orange, the other one better. It hydrates more. Not that I need to be overly hydrated, but you know, it does highlight or hydrate more. I got glitter all over my face, even with the glitter glue. I also got the Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer, but I love this. You just draw it on your face. It looks really weird right now, but then I take my dirty foundation brush, because this is the one I use all the time, and just brush it in. It's not heavy, it's not thick, it doesn't really look like I put a whole lot on. It just looks like my skin looks more even, which, especially in the late spring, summer, early fall, this is kind of what I'm looking for. And then I take a sponge and just dab over the top of it, which my sponge is a damp sponge, and I just add a little bit of moisture, make sure there's no brush marks. Yeah. And this is what my face looks like. Now, yeah, it's flat, but I'm going to fix that too. We're not looking. Oh, I don't put this part on now. Hold. Okay. Had to get all my, well, not all of them, but had to get a lot of my things. I love this Sonia G brush. I got it 2 years ago in a, well, it'll be 2 years in January, I guess. So a year and a half ago in my lucky bag, which they go on sale the day after Christmas, Boxing Day, and love this brush. You can get this brush at Beautylish, but it's like $300, I think, something like that. And I use my Sigma matte bronzer medium, holding in. Sorry, had a little thing. Anyway, so I forgot what I was talking about. I'm going to be using, oh, I said I was using the Sigma. Now I'm going to use the ColourPop. This is Second Date Lip and Cheek Date. Lip and Cheek Balm. Can't even talk straight today. I know I'm shiny, but I will fix that. It is muggy and warm in my house. We have a metal roof, and it holds all the heat in the summer, but it also makes it really cold in the winter. Have no idea. I like to put my cream down, go over it, and now I'm going to use, ma'am, hold. Because I had to leave the room, now she's up again. She's crazy. I love her, but her's crazy. It used to be that I thought that Grogu was the crazy one. And when it was just the boys, he was the crazy one. However, being that we got her, he mellowed. Completely mellowed. Her, on the other hand, she's cray cray. I'm going to use, this is my Sigma F72. And this just gets right up in where I want it to get. It's kind of angled. See? So it works really well on getting the concealer right where I want it, which is right there on a beauty mark that I have. Do they still call them beauty marks? They probably don't. But it is what it is. So I like to put that there. And I take my sponge again and I try and get the poof side of it. Oh, Grogu wants back in. They're the cutest little thing. Like when they're separated, they want to be next to each other. And then once they come back together, they like touch noses. Sorry, my poof dropped. They touch noses like Wonder Twins Unite or something like that. It's so cute. They are each other's companions. They are so cute together. So I'm going to take my Glamlight powder, and this is just a poof I got off Amazon. And put it on my T-zone and my chin just to cut down on the shine just a little bit. Because if I don't do this, I'm going to get even more shiny throughout the day. This used to be called baking. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody wants to say hello. This is my Leia. Can you say hello? There she is. And her cute. Yes, baby girl. I know. Yes, baby girl. Okay. Thanks for licking my powder off my nose. Down, baby girl. They're hungry. They've been up. They're ready for breakfast. Oh, you want to come say hello too? Come here. Hold on, Tank. I'll get you in a minute. Might as well show them all. Look. This is Grogu. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. That's my boy. That's my boy bulldog. Hold on. Get down. Come here, Tank. Come here. And this is our old man. This is Tank. He's the Maltese Pomeranian. Hi. Okay, get down. No. Now you've seen all the puppies in one video. Now I take a big brush. This is from ColourPop. Came in one of their big rolls of one of their rolls of brushes. Hold on. Leia is super possessive of everything. Every toy, every everything. That's just her. So you have to scold her and get her to stop. So this I got, I think I got this in my lucky bag also. Leia, and it's just a pretty blush. And hold please. Okay. Sorry, had to get her. And as soon as I turn my back, she's like, who? What? Where? You told me not to do what? Never mind. She does not pay attention. She wants what she wants. Typical girl. So I just put a little powder on. I'm going to go ahead and do this. See? Hold. Alrighty. So, let me get my highlighter and mascara and I'll be right back. Okay. So this was the Glamlight. I'll meet you at the altar from the Glamlight Breaking Dawn Part 1. This is the I Do highlighter. I call it the I Do because it says I Do on it. So I'm just going to put this where I normally would put my highlighter. I use it for my brow bone. I use it. Ooh, look at that. That is some sparkly. And then take a little brush and use it for my inner corner highlight, which I don't really need on this side because the shadow pretty much came down and did that for me, but you know, got to make it look intentional. Love this stuff, but if you're not into blazing highlight where it shows up everywhere, then you will not like that because it is very glittery. It is very, very much in your face. I'm going to go over with my blush brush just a little bit to kind of blend it in. Just a smidge. Go back over it with my sponge. I know, I have a lot of steps. But I love makeup and I love the way it feels and looks. And where did it go? It keeps wanting to drop. And I have to be careful because the puppy loves to play with ball. And so every time it drops, she thinks it's time for her to grab it. And I have to remind her, no, that's mom's. Down, Leia. I know, down, Leia. Oh, right. Yes. Forgot. Lips. Yeah. This is from Glamlight, and I could not tell you what the color is. It's not written on there that I can see. And I can't talk while I'm lining my lips. It's just impossible. Because I want it to be perfect. And I'm using the Glam Light. These two came in a kit with another lipstick, and it does not have a label on it to say what it is. But here. Hold on. Whew. They're not making it easy today. Going to put on my Hella Thick mascara. And then I'm going to pretty much be done with my makeup. Hold, please. They are driving me insane today. Today is a big day, but I'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about it right now. So there's that. But I love this eyeshadow. Like that. It's yellow, it's green, it's got orange. Like it pops a lot. All the little different glitters, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Such a pretty color. Okay. I can't talk a lot when I'm doing my mascara because I don't want to get it all over. And I think everybody does their mascara a little different. Like I'm trying to get as much length and thickness out of mine. I personally don't like the permanent lashes that you can get. That's just not my vibe. So take this out. No, crazy, right? Comb. Normally I pause the video and I don't show how I actually like style my hair, but I've paused the video so many times. So I like the way these lips look. Juicy. So this is like, I took a shower and so my hair is still kind of damp, but this is how I'm going to go today. So please like, share, and subscribe. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I don't wear makeup in the summer most of the time, so doing makeup videos is not, I don't do makeup, so why put my makeup on? And please understand. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe, and remember, who's better than you? Nobody.